Hello everybody and welcome to O'Reilly Park, Ballydonoghue for the North Kerry Championship Under 21 final. Finuge versus Ballydonoghue. Referee John Hennessy out in the middle of the field. They play, he throws in the ball between Brian O'Shanachon, Micheál Foley, Niall Cullen and John Buckley for Finuge. They play for the Bob Stack Memorial Championship today. Bob Stack, winner of 6 All-Ireland medals. Finuge on the attack. The ball going towards Brendan. It's a free. It comes to Brendan England. Might pass it out to Jamie Gallivan. He does. Jamie Gallivan still with the ball. Kicks it across, but Ballydonoghue come away with it. Brian O'Shanachon breaking out of defence, making progress. Brian kicks it down the field. Might come to Jack Kennelly. It does. Jack Kennelly tackled by Dara Shannon and maybe fouled by Dara Shannon. Here's a free to Ballydonoghue. First minute of the game. Dara Sheehy will kick it quickly into Jack Kennelly. Jack on the left foot takes a shot and it's just gone wide. Hard luck on Jack Kennelly there. First attack of the game. Killian Fitzgerald. We'll run through the team as quick as we can. Finuge, Killian Fitzgerald, Dara Shannon, Tom Foley, Jeremy McKenna, Brian McAuliffe, Gerard Stackpole, Neelis Mackesy, Niall Cullen, John Buckley, Liam O'Brien, Shane Conway, Jamie Gallivan, Brendan England, Colin Sheehy, Dara Mackesy. Out comes a kick to the middle of the field. The ball breaks over there. It's still tussling for it. It's got by Gerard Stackpole. Gerard making progress. Might be fouled, and he is free to Finuge. Ball kick back to John Buckley. Still no score. Roughly 2 minutes gone. Back to Gerard Stackpole. Niall Cullen. Back to Gerard Stackpole. Takes a long ball in. And that was Shane Conway, number 11, who kicked it in. A chance, number 15, and that's the first score of the game by Dara Mackesy. Roughly 2 minutes gone. Dara Mackesy gets the first score for Finuge. Take out by Ballydonoghue goalkeeper Cian O'Mahony. The Ballydonoghue team: Cian O'Mahony, Joseph Lynch, Dan Power, Liam Guiney, Michael Gogarty, Jason Foley, James Dunnigan, Brian O'Shanachon, Micheál Foley, Jack Behan, Dara Sheehy, the captain, Brian Mason, Brandon O'Neill, Jack Foley, Jack Kennelly. Ball breaks in the middle of the field, broken down by Brian O'Shanachon, picked up by Micheál Foley. Micheál Foley gets it back to Dan Power. Dan Power back to Micheál Foley. Micheál Foley, and a foul maybe on the 20-metre line. Free into Ballydonoghue. Referee saying something we didn't see, and a chance for Ballydonoghue to get their first score. We're operating here without a clock or a scoreboard. We'll do our best. Jack Kennelly, and that's the first score of the game for Ballydonoghue. About 3 minutes gone. Jack Kennelly and Dara Mackesy the scorers so far, 1 point each. For the Bob Stack Memorial Cup. Kick out by Killian Fitzgerald. Killian. Good kick out into the far side of the field. Goes to the sideline. Well cut by Liam O'Brien. Liam O'Brien maybe knocked away from him. It's a line ball to Ballydonoghue. Jack Behan quickly back to Jason Foley. Jason to Dara Sheehy. Dara Sheehy to Brian O'Shanachon. Brian O'Shanachon towards Jack Kennelly. Will Jack get it? He does. Back to Jack Foley. A chance of a point, but it'll drop short. Got by goalkeeper Killian Fitzgerald.
Get on a chain.
Killian Fitzgerald, number 4, Jeremy McKenna.
Give it to him.
Number 5 is Brian McAuliffe. Out to Liam O'Brien. Half blocked down. That's a line ball to Finuge. 4 minutes gone. 1 point each. Line ball over on the far side.
Go short, Neelis. Come on, he's 10 yards away from you.
Neelis Mackesy. But it's gone astray. Got by Jack Behan.
Why, Colin?
Jack might be fouled. He is. Referee John Hennessy. His brother Mike refereed the senior final cup 2 weeks ago. Jack Foley now. Jack Foley being chased by Jeremy McKenna to Jack Kennelly. Jack Kennelly and Dara Shannon, and it's a free in. Foul on Jack Kennelly. Jack will take it himself. Winner of an All-Ireland minor medal with Kerry this year. 1 point each. Roughly 5 minutes gone. Jack kicks it in, but it'll be got by the goalkeeper.
Quick kick.
Gideon Fitzgerald.
Come on, Jamie. Get on it, Jamie.
Gideon Fitzgerald to John Buckley. John Buckley gets it out to Jamie Gallivan. Jamie Gallivan. Jamie Gallivan with the ball.
Well done, Jamie.
Gets it into John Buckley.
Again, Jamie.
John Buckley crossing the midfield. John kicks it way over there to Neelis McAsee. Neelis very close to the sideline. Neelis McAsee kicks it in, and it might break to Joseph Lynch. Joseph Lynch. I didn't get it out. Jack Behan. Jack Behan out to Brian O'Shanachon. They're a long ways away from us. That's James Dunnigan. James Dunnigan. The ball now with Dara Sheehy from Dan Powell. Dara Sheehy looks down the field. Jack Kennelly coming for it. But Brian McAuliffe.
Come on, Raf. Come on, John. Brian McAuliffe.
John Buckley.
Brian.
Dara Shannon.
Come on, Tom. Get on it.
Shane Conway. The crowd getting into this game. Had tackled by Micheál Foley, but John Buckley gets away with it. Strong player, John Buckley.
Fucking more there. Shut up.
Back again here, Brian O'Shanachon. Brian O'Shanachon towards Jack Foley. Jack Foley. Jack Foley by Gerald Stackpole. Jack Foley sends it wide. Maybe 6 minutes gone. 1 point each. Dara McAsee for Finuge. Jack Kennelly for Ballydonoghue. As Gideon Fitzgerald will take the kick out. The Hennessy brothers refereeing two important finals. The senior final by Mike, the under-21 final by John. Two of Kerry's finest hurlers. As Finuge and Ballydonoghue do battle for the Bob Stack Cup. Bob Stack, winner of 6 All-Ireland medals with Kerry. Ball drops out the middle of the field. Micheál Foley push. John Buckley on the back. That's a free. A free to Finuge. John Buckley. John Buckley. Victor shot to Shane Conway. Shane Conway, the captain. Hurler come footballer. Shane Conway gets it out to Brian McAuliffe. Brian McAuliffe. Blocked by Dara Sheehy. Well blocked down by Dara Sheehy. Two Finuge players after him, but gets it back to Dan Powell. Dan Powell making progress right through. Does Jack Kennelly. Jack mightn't get that ball. He doesn't. Dara Shannon broke it away from him. Finuge come away with it again. Out he comes to John Buckley. John Buckley. John Buckley to Jeremy McKenna. Free to Finuge. Free to Finuge. Hard, tough game so far. 1 point each. Roughly 8 minutes gone. Maybe we don't have a scoreboard, but maybe we'll have one for the second half. We'll keep track of it as best we can. It's low scoring so far, 1 point each. As John Buckley. John Hennessy decides that ball was kicked away, brings it forward. Oh, kick down Shane Conway and Jason Foley. Knocked away by Jason Foley. Nice pick up by his brother Micheál. Micheál Foley and John Buckley. That's surely a free, is it? And John Hennessy. Well, ref is nearer than we are. It looked like a free from here, but I don't think it is. It's going to be a hot ball maybe. Throws it up between them. And it's got by Brian O'Shanachon. This is a tough game. Free to Ballydonoghue. Brown down the lead with the ball. Brown down. Might kick it back to Brian O'Shanachon. He does. Brian O'Shanachon to Dan Power. Out to Brown down O'Neill. Round on O'Neill, across the field to Jack Behan. Jack heading for midfield. Kicks a long ball down to Jack Foley. Jack Foley is in the 10th minute. Well won by Jack Foley. Jack is out a good bit in the corner, but still making progress. Jack Foley gets it back to, might come to Dara Sheehy. Dara Sheehy scores are hard to come by here. Hard tackling by Brian McAuliffe. Dara Sheehy still with the ball. Dara Sheehy to Dan Power. To Brandon O'Neill. Brian O'Shannahan making a run. If it gets to him, it won't. Stopped by John Buckley, but he might have touched it on the ground. Free in. Ball touched on the ground by John Buckley. Unlucky. And a chance for Ballydonoghue to get their second point. And Jack Kennelly. Jack tips it over the bar. 2 points for Ballydonoghue. 1 for Finuge. 11 minutes gone. Kerry and Fitzgerald. Killian Fitzgerald will kick it out into the middle, like I presume like he did the last time. Out there will be Jason Foley and Shane Conway. Shane Conway, man of the match in the county hurling final. Brilliant hurler and footballer. And Jason Foley on the Kerry senior team, so that'll be a good tussle out there. And that's Shane Conway, just as I said it a minute ago, that's where the ball was kicked out. Shane Conway into Liam O'Brien. Liam O'Brien, but was blocked out by Michael Gogarty, Brian O'Shannahan, Dan Power, Jack Behan. Looking down the field, might get this fella's Jack Kennelly. Jack Kennelly being faced by Dara Shannon. Jack's got the ball. Jack heading inside of the 14. Still going, Jack Kennelly. And that's a great score by Jack Kennelly. 3 points to 1, Ballydonoghue lead. Roughly 12 minutes gone.
Jack, let's go, Jack.
3 points to 1. The 3 points scored by Jack Kennelly for Ballydonoghue. Dara McAfee, the 1 for Finuge. Killian Fitzgerald. Finuge goalkeeper. Kicked the last one out towards Shane Conway. What do they do with this one? He kicks it to the far side of the field. And it's well won by Gerald Stackpole. Kicks it quickly to Niall Cullen. Brian O'Shannahan robs him of the ball. Brian O'Shannahan gets it back to Dan Power. Making a good run to Dara Sheehy. Kicks it first time. It might go into Jack Foley or Jack Kennelly. It's broken down by Dara Shannon. Dara gets it out to John Buckley and Micheál Foley. Good tussle between the two boys. Might be got by Brandon O'Neill. It is. It's a hard tackle. Free, John Hennessy says. Seamus Mulville, the linesman, right there beside it. It's a free and the game goes on. Jack Kennelly. Jack gets it back to Micheál Foley. Micheál Foley looks towards the goals. Left footed. But that's a wayward kick from Micheál. Gone wide. Maybe the first wide of the game, or maybe the second for Ballydonoghue. Couldn't be sure. Heading for the 14th minute. Good crowd here in O'Rahilly Park, Ballylongford. So this under 21 final on a very calm day, dry, on an excellent pitch. That's Killian Fitzgerald. 3 points to 1, first half. Killian might kick this one to this side and we'd see who'd get it. And he does. And it's broken by John Buckley, but it's got by Brian Mason. Brian still tackling, and it's got by Micheál Foley. Might get it into Dan Power. Micheál Foley was tackled after that there. And the referee lets the play go on. It might be a free to Ballydonoghue. Jack Kennelly has a chance to get a point. It's locked down. Comes back to Brian Mason. He has a chance to get a point, and that's gone over the bar. Good score by Brian Mason. Seamus Mulville might call the referee there. There was a tackle, as we saw it, on Micheál Foley after he delivered the ball. Maybe there was something else, I don't know. We follow the play. Micheál Foley is spoken to by John Hennessy, and one of the Finuge players as well, number 12, is Jamie Gallivan. Well, from what we saw, Micheál Foley unlucky there because he was tackling after he kicked the ball, but then Seamus Mulville and John Hennessy are nearer than we are. Yellow card to Jamie Gallivan as well for Finuge, Gideon Fitzgerald. 15 minutes gone, 3 points to 1. Good long kick into the middle of the field. Up they go for it. Finuge have it, Shane Conway. Shane is fouled.
Move it up, John, will you up?
And John Hennessy will move that ball forward. Tempting to, this game is getting a little bit angry. John Buckley, move it quickly. Might stop the argue, but Ballydonoghue, and where's the ball gone? And it's gone wide. That might be Finuge's first wide. 3 points to 1. Or sorry, 4 points to 1 now. Brian Mason got the last point as we're on the 16th minute of this North Kerry under-21 championship final for the Bobstack Cup. Cian O'Mahony. There's somebody tying a shoe out there in the middle of the field. John Hennessy waiting. It's Brian Mason. Brian who got the last point. Cian O'Mahony now will kick it maybe to the side of the field. He does. Brian O'Shanachon breaks it down. Right it down to James Dunnigan. Gets it back. Gets it across the field to Micheál Foley. Micheál looking down the field. Micheál will give it. Oh, it's going to go over the sideline. Intended for Brian Mason. Went too high. Line ball to Finuge. Line ball to Finuge. Kick by Shane Conway. Shane Conway out to push in the back. Then Dara McAsey. Finuge's only scorer so far. Dara McAsey pushed in the back there. Maybe by 10 power. Number 30, my apologies because there's no number 30 on the programme. Well, it's a free to Finuge. Who's 30? Number 30. Colin Sheehy. Colin Sheehy. Oh yeah, he just went number 30. Colin Sheehy pushed in the back there and a free to Finuge. He's wearing number 30. The free to be taken by Dara McAsey. Dara has already scored a point. 4 points to 1. 17 minutes gone. It's a good kick by Dara, but it just might go to the left and wide. Very few wides in this game so far. Maybe one each or that way. That's Cian O'Mahony. Prepares to take the kick out. A lot of good players out around the middle of the field waiting for this ball. A lot of good fielders. See where it drops. Brian O'Shanachon, Micheál Foley midfield for Ballydonoghue. Niall Cullen and John Buckley for Finuge. Up they go for it. Jason Foley, it's broken by Shane Conway. Might be got by Jack Behan, that's a foul. Free. Jack Behan. Jack gets it across to the far side. Making progress. Maybe over there is Liam Guiney. Or is it not too sure? He overheld the ball maybe. Free. No, Denny Power. Denny penalised for over the ball. It's now with Shane Conway. Shane Conway. Across on the far side of the field over there. It might be number 30, Colin Sheehy. Colin Sheehy. Or Dara McAsey. Dara McAsey. Dara still with the ball on his left foot. A good shot by Dara McAsey. And that's a good point by Dara McAsey.
Money in Finuge!
4 points to 2. Maybe 18 minutes roughly gone. 4 points to 2. Ballydonoghue lead. Dara McAsey has got Finuge's 2 points, and Jack Kennedy has got 3 for Ballydonoghue. Brian Mason, the other scorer. Cian O'Mahony take the kick out. Up they go for it. Shane Conway. Shane Conway well in this game. Shane Conway to Liam O'Brien. Liam O'Brien is at Dara McAsey inside, who's already scored. Dara McAsey takes his shot, and it's gone. over the bar. Finuge coming back into this game. And it was a point there by Brendan England, number 13, according to the programme. That's all we can go by. 3 to Finuge, 4 to Ballydonoghue. Heading for the 20th minute as Kieran Mahoney kicks a shot to Dan Power. Dan Power looking for James Dunnigan. James Dunnigan kicks it across to Jack Behan. Jack Behan crossing the middle of the field. Ball went slightly away from him, but Jack wins it back. Might kick it long towards Jack Foley. Good run by Jack Foley. Jack has the ball. Being faced by Tom Foley. Jack Foley and Tom Foley. Jack going around him. Chance for Jack, he's still coming through. Looked like a push in the back, and that's a free in. A free in on the 20th minute. 4 points to 2. A chance maybe for Jack Kennedy to get his 4th point of this game. Here he comes. Yeah, that's his 4th point of this game. Ballydonoghue 5, Finuge 3. 21 minutes gone. Kerry and Fitzgerald. The management of Finuge, Enda Gallivan, Darren O'Sullivan, Dennis McKelligan and Conor O'Keefe, Ballydonoghue, PJ Foley, Martin Sheehy, Mike Foley, Physio, Anya Dillon, kick out by Gillian Fitzgerald. Kicked it long again, towards the middle of the field, might come to Mihal Foley. That's nice to see the high fielding. Kicked it quickly, Jack Foley, and Jack Foley might get it. Chance of a goal by Jack Foley. Chance of a goal. Gives it now to Jack Kennelly, and a goal. Jack Kennelly. A vital goal, or a goal vital this time of the year. In slippery, damp conditions, even though the pitch is in great shape. That was well won by Jack Foley. Might have been fouled. John Hennessy allowed the advantage, and Jack Foley passed it to Jack Kennedy, and it's now 1-5 to Ballydonoghue. 3 points to Finuge. And that kick out, Mihal Foley lead up to that goal, had a brilliant catch. A ball breaks over there to Michael Gogarty, to Dara Sheehy. Dara Sheehy, might kick Dara Sheehy. Still with the ball, tackled hard, gets it back to Danny Power. Danny Power going right through the middle to Jack Kennelly. Jack, Jason Foley's up there, but Finuge have it. And it's got by number 5, Brian McAuliffe. Brian McAuliffe, the referee stops the play. An injury to Dara Sheehy. Didn't see what happened there. 1-5. Ballydonoghue. 3 points to Finuge. 23 minutes gone, or thereabouts. Back again after a hold up. Free to Finuge. Brian McAuliffe. Brian McAuliffe. Ball still loose. Got over there by John Buckley. John Buckley. Kicked it across to Brendan England. Brendan England to Dara Mackesy. Dara Mackesy. Dara. It might come to the goalkeeper, Cian O'Mahony. It does. Cian to Brian O'Shanachon. Back helping out his defence. Gets it out to James Dunnigan. James Dunnigan to Brian Mason. Danny Power. Jack Kennelly. There with the ball is Jack. In the middle is James Dunnigan. James back to Jack Kennelly. Jack Kennelly. Might be a free out. There's free out. Jack. 3 defenders there. No place for him to go.
Jeremy, the far side.
Maybe 25 minutes gone. There was a big hold up there for a few minutes, but roughly 25 gone. 3 to Finuge. 1 goal and 5 for Ballydonoghue. 3 for Finuge. Shane Conway. Shane Conway across to Liam O'Brien to Gerald Stackpole. Gerald Stackpole, strong player. And Gerald is now bottled up, and that might be a free. Yeah, John Hennessy, same as a few seconds ago to Ballydonoghue. Get rid of it quick as the order of the day here. Ryan O'Shanachon. Ryan looking towards the goals. Might take it across to Jack Kennelly. Jack Kennelly. Tackled by Brian McAuliffe, comes to Shane Conway. Shane Conway. Good run by Shane Conway. Being faced by Jason Stackpole. Gets it back to Niall Cullen. John Buckley. John Buckley. Down. Might come to Dara Mackesy. Dara Mackesy being faced by Joseph Lynch. Dara Mackesy still with the ball. He's already scored a couple of points in this game, gone right through. That's a great score. That's a great score by Dara Mackesy. 1-5 to 4 points.
Go on, delay tackle, John.
For Ballydonoghue. 4 points for.
Seamus, what about the tackle?
Maybe 26 minutes gone. Seamus Mulville calling John Hennessy. 1-5.
He's on yellow already.
1-5.
He's on yellow already. Go on, John. Come on, John. Do it right, John.
Nothing happening there between the linesman and the referee. Brian O'Shanachon, the play goes on. Gerald Stackpole gets it out to Jamie Gallivan. Jamie scored a point already. That's a foul, is it? No, the referee's play go on. Ball comes back to John Buckley from Shane Conway. Across to Liam O'Brien. I'm sorry, to Colin Sheehy. We're number 30, number 14 in the programme. Jamie O'Brien, Gerald Stackpole all the way up from centre back. Great chance for Finuge to get a goal here. A chance, still have a chance. And where is it? It's a goal now. It's a goal for Finuge. Couldn't be sure from here who scored it, but it's a goal. It might have been Liam O'Brien. Somebody pulled on the ball there. It's a goal for Finuge anyway. A vital goal, bringing them right back into the game. A minute to go to half time, and whatever time John Hennessy will add on. By my score now, Ballydonoghue 1-5, Finuge 1-4. We are operating without a scoreboard, which is a disadvantage in a final and a game as close as this. We'll do our best. Back again with Cian O'Mahony. Not a bit of a hold up there. We have reached the 38th minute of this game, but John Hennessy will add on time for stoppages. Kick out. Well won by Jason Foley. Oh, sorry, by. Is it? No, it's not Jason Foley. It was Michal Gogarty. My apologies. Jack Foley and Tom Foley. The ball will break to Brown O'Neill. Jack Foley, Dara Sheehy. Jack Behan, that's a good kick by Jack Behan, that's a great point by Jack Behan. As we go into injury time, Ballydonoghue 1 goal and 6 points, Finuge 1 goal and 4. We'll check with the referee at half time, but that's my score anyway. As we've just gone into injury time, Killian Fitzgerald, before he takes the kick out, Jack Behan, Brian Mason, a point each. Jack Kennedy, 1 goal and 4 points. They're the Ballydonoghue scorers. Ballydonoghue coming back into it now after Finuge's goal. On the attack again, Jack Kennedy out to Brown O'Neill. Brown going through a chance of a point by Brown, and it's gone wide. Just tailed away. Unlucky. Still 1 goal and 6 points in the first half to Ballydonoghue. 1-4 for Finuge. Minute and a half into injury time. Anybody's game. Hard, tough game of football. 1-6 to 1-4. Hope we're right. Kick out by Killian Fitzgerald. All Foley and John Buckley costing for it, but the ball breaks behind them, breaks to Niall Cullen. Finuge have it. Dara Mackesy back to John Buckley. It's down to both Brendan England, or is it Dara Mackesy? Dara Mackesy has it. Dara still with the ball, looking towards the goals. That's a good shot by Dara Mackesy, and it's just gone wide. Dara has already scored 3 points. Number 23 for Ballydonoghue is Jack O'Connor. Let's come on there. Not too sure who's gone off. As Cian Mahoney takes the kick out, John Hennessy blows for half time. But the score, Ballydonoghue, if I'm right, 1 goal and 6. Finuge 1 goal and 4 points, and that's the story of the first half. A hard, tough game here in Ballylongford. 1-6 to Ballydonoghue, 1-4 to Finuge. That's the story of the first half. Back again with the second half. John Hennessy will join the ball any minute now. We are told at half time that Liam O'Brien was the Finuge goal scorer. Down there at the end, there was a crowded goal mouth when he pulled on the ball, but brought Finuge right back into it. So 1-6 to Ballydonoghue, 1-4 to Finuge, as John Hennessy about to start the second half. The ball breaks. Mihal Foley. Mihal to Dara Sheehy. Dara Sheehy. Still with the ball. That's it out. Maybe to Brian O'Shannon. Mihal Foley. Mihal picks it away out towards Jack Foley. It's gone very beyond Jack. It's very close to the end line. The Finuge fullback is Tom Foley. That's it out to Neelis Mackesy. Neelis to Jeremy McKenna. Away over there is Gerard. A substitute that came on for Finuge might be number 25, Colin Waltz, according to the programme. They're still tussling for it. Breaking away there with it. It's Shane Conway making good progress. Shane Conway to Liam O'Brien. Liam O'Brien. Colin Sheehy. Colin is wearing number 30 rather than number 14. Bit confusing. Brendan England. Brendan England got a point in the first half. This will drop shot to Cian Mahoney. Cian Mahoney gets it out. Might come to James Dunnigan. James Dunnigan. Still with the ball. Might get it back to Jack Behan. To Dara Sheehy. Dara Sheehy. Away over to Liam Guiney. Liam Guiney. To Brian O'Shannon. Brian will make progress crossing the middle of the field onto Jason Foley. Back to over there, and the ball has gone loose. Gone loose. Jason Foley wins it back. Liam Guiney was on the ball over there on the far side, but Jason Foley gets it down out to Jack Kennedy. Jack being well tackled but breaks away from the tackle. Might give it to Jack Behan, who got a point in the first half. And is that a great score by Jack Behan? It is. Jack Behan. Nice to see the long range point. That's Jack's second point. Maybe 3 minutes gone. Killian Fitzgerald prepared to take the kick out. Ballydonoghue 1-7. Finuge 1-4. Second half of the North Kerry Under-21 Championship Final 2018. 3 points between the sides right now, as the referee calls over Jack Kennelly for something. What's this about? Won't know. Yellow card for Jack Kennelly. John Hennessy instructed by his linesman over there, Seamus Malville. Something they saw we didn't see. Kick out. Jack Behan going for it. Jack breaks it down. Who's got it down there? They're still hustling away for it. Nicely picked up by Dara Sheehy. Dara Sheehy. Dara Sheehy to Brian O'Shannon. Brian O'Shannon. Might kick it in to Jack Kennelly. He does. Jack Kennelly. Faced now by Brian McAuliffe. Still Jack Kennelly. Dangerous ball, but it's going to go just gone wide. Still 1 goal and 7 for Ballydonoghue. 1-4 for Finuge. Heading for the 5th minute of the second half as Killian Fitzgerald kicked a lot of them out today so far. Number 25 for Finuge is Colin Waltz. And Brian O'Shanachon will be going for this ball. Might go beyond them, but it's Brian O'Shanachon. Wins it in the air. And Brian, play goes on. Jack Behan. Jason Foley left footed towards Jack Foley. Jack Foley wins that one well. Jack a chance to shoot with his left foot, but it might come to the goalkeeper, and it does. Killian Fitzgerald away out to Neelis Mackesy. Finuge trying to break up the field. Neelis Mackesy heading for midfield. He's come a long way once he got the pass from the goalkeeper. Over to Darren Mackesy. It comes to Darren Mackesy. A free push in the back. Free to Finuge. Foul on Darren Mackesy. John Buckley. I'm looking to see who will give it him. Might give it Shane Conway. No, Shane has gone away outside him. Colin Sheehy is looking for it, but it's going to be kicked across to this side of the field, and it's broken down. Might come to Colin Waltz. So come on as a sub. Tackled by Benny Power. Gets it in to Jamie Gallivan. Jamie got a point in the first half. Back to Gerald Stackpool. Gets it across to Jeremy McKenna. Jeremy McKenna to Shane Conway to Jamie Gallivan. Good ball by Shane Conway. Jamie Gallivan. Stay with the ball is Jamie. Being tackled and foul. And well, John Hennessy's hand is up. It might be a free, and it is. A free to Finuge. Foul on Jamie Gallivan. 5 minutes gone. A free. Colin Sheehy or Shane Conway. He's out a good distance. He'll kick a shot probably, and he does kick a shot to Jamie Gallivan. That's a good, or Jamie Gallivan. It was high, but it tailed away to the right and wide. Still 1-7 for Ballydonoghue. 1-4 for Finuge. 6 minutes gone in the second half of the Bob Stack Memorial Cup Under 21 or Kerry Championship Final here in Ballydonoghue. On a calm December day, Keenan Mahoney was going to kick a shot, changed his mind. Might kick it long now, he does. Into the middle. Brian O'Shanachon will break it down to Jason Foley. Across to Brian Mason. Running inside him is Liam Guiney up from corner back. Kicks it quickly to Jack Foley. Good movement. Dara Sheehy going right through. A chance for Dara Sheehy. Brought down. It's a free in and a chance for Ballydonoghue. And maybe Jack Kennelly to get another point for Ballydonoghue. But Dara Sheehy is down injured after that tackle. Seven minutes gone. 3-2 Jack Kennelly, I presume. 1-4 so far. Will this be 1-5? Here he comes. Tips it over the bar. 1-5 for Jack Kennelly. Brian Mason. That's 1-6 and Jack Behan got 2. That's 1-8 for Ballydonoghue. 1-4 for Finuge. As Killian Fitzgerald prepares to kick out. 8 minutes gone in the second half. Colin Waltz makes a run looking for it. But Jason Foley and Brian O'Shanachon, Jason Foley will break it down to Brian O'Shanachon. He does. Brian is fouled. Free to Ballydonoghue. Brian will move it quickly. Over to Jack Kennelly. And Brian McCullough facing him. Jack Kennelly. Denny Power up from his full back position. Denny Power just gone to the right and wide. Hard luck on Denny Power. Still 1-8 to 1-4. Kick out by Killian Fitzgerald. Heading for the 9th minute of the second half. Good long kick out, up they go for it. Well won by John Buckley, but it just broke away from him. But it comes to Shane Conway. Shane Conway, and that's a free. A foul on Jason Foley by Jeremy McKenna. As Finuge had the ball and have given away a needless free now. As Jason Foley probably tackled after he got rid of the ball, down injured. Seamus Mulville calling his linesman there. But he isn't. Jason is up, it's alright. Arashi will take the free. She kicks it across to Jack Foley. Jack Foley, and he's still tossing for it, but it's maybe a free out. It is free out to Finuge.
Come on, bring it down.
He had the ball coming out of the defence there as number 3, Tom Foley, but loses the ball to Brown Down O'Neill to Jack Foley. Jack Foley across Dara Sheehy. Flicked away by Shane Conway. He saved Finuge there. Back helping his defence. Away down to Brendan England. Brendan picks the ball off the ground. Things not running for Finuge right now. 3 to Ballydonoghue. 1-8 for them. 1-4 to Finuge. The ball with Jack Behan. Jack Behan back to Jason Foley gets it back from maybe Liam Guiney. And now it's Jack Kennelly. Jack is swung around, but it's a free. Free to Jack Kennelly. In the 10th minute of the game. Another hold up now as Jack Kennelly receives attention for his injury. Jack Kennelly will take the free. 11 minutes gone. Ballydonoghue 1-8. Finuge 1-4. Here comes Jack. Can he add to that total? It might drop in and drop short. It does. Got by the goalkeeper Killian Fitzgerald. Killian Fitzgerald racing out the number 3 for Finuge is Tom Foley. Tom Foley to Dara Shannon. And the ball might now come to Gerard Stackpole. Gerard Stackpole and Micheál Foley. Gerard has got the ball. Been tackled. Gets it back to John Buckley. Gets it to Jeremy McKenna. To Colin Sheehy. Colin Sheehy knocked away from him, but Colin touches it on the ground. Free to Ballydonoghue. A chance for Jason Foley to break. Shane Conway there with him, but it might go to solid Jack Foley. It does. Jack Foley had tackling in this game. Jack Behan. Micheál Foley to Brian O'Shanachon. Brian O'Shanachon to Danny Power. Danny Power back to Brian O'Shanachon. Brian is pulled down. It's a free to Ballydonoghue. A free to Ballydonoghue. John Hennessy might issue a card.
You wake up, John! Moron!
1-8 to 1-4. Yellow card. Which player he gave it to, I don't know. He just put it up in the air. Might be number 20. Anyway, it's a free to Ballydonoghue. Micheál Foley will take it quickly to Jack Kennelly. Jack Kennelly being tackled by Brian McAuliffe and fouled by Brian McAuliffe. Well, Jack Kennelly has been fouled a number of times. He did get a yellow card himself, but I'll say no more. It's a free into Ballydonoghue. Jack Kennedy to take it. 14 minutes gone. Jack Kennedy. As we almost halfway through the second half. A chance for Jack. The last one dropped short on him. Maybe the same distance. This one won't drop short, it'll drop over the bar by Jack Kennedy. 1-9 for Ballydonoghue. 1-4 for Finuge. 15 minutes gone in the second half of the North Kerry U21 Championship final. As Killian Fitzgerald prepares to take the kick out. Up they go for it. And it's Shane Conway. Shane pulled by the jersey, that'll be a free. Shane Conway. Colin Sheehy. Colin Sheehy. Still with the ball. Kicks it out to this side of the field. Out to Michal Gogarty. Well won by Michal Gogarty to Brian Mason. Brian Mason to James Dunnigan. Ballydonoghue on top right now. Dara Sheehy. Dara Sheehy to Jason Foley. Outside him is Jack Behan. Jason looks the other way. Might kick it long in towards the goal. Jack Kennedy and Jack Foley might go behind him. The goalkeeper comes out, wins the race. And a fair shoulder by the goalkeeper. They got on with John Buckley. That's a free to Finuge. Free to Finuge, who haven't scored in this half. As I know. Well, with Brian McAuliffe. Back to John Buckley. John Buckley gets it into the middle. That's a foul. Michal Foley. A foul on Jeremy McKenna, and Michal Foley has already been yellow carded, so if that's another yellow card, Michal will be getting a red. We'll see. That's the second yellow, and that's a red. Michal Foley. So Ballydonoghue down a man. 1-9 to 1-4 in the 16th minute of the game. What effect will that have now? We'll see. And the referee is calling somebody else.
About time, John!
Yellow card for Jack O'Connor. For what? We don't know. He knows, we don't know. It's a free to Finuge anyway. But that foul by Michal Foley. A free be taken by John Buckley. John Buckley. Finuge trail by 5. Ballydonoghue down a man. Jason Foley. Jason out for the ball. Shane Conway. And that's a free foul on Shane Conway. Free into Finuge. And Dara McAsey, scorer of 3 points in the first half. Finuge have yet to score in this half. Can Dara McAsey change that? He does. Over the bar. Finuge 1 goal and 5. Ballydonoghue 1 goal and 9. Ian O'Mahony prepares to take the kick out.
Let's go, Shane!
18 minutes gone. Ian O'Mahony. 4 points in it. Ballydonoghue down to 14. How they manage, we'll see. Jason Foley goes up for it. Finuge with Shane Conway. Shane Conway gets it into Colin Sheehy. Colin Sheehy runs away from me, but he'll get it back. Colin Sheehy to Colin Waltz. Way over to John Buckley. John Buckley still with the ball. Still making progress. John Buckley being tagged by Brian O'Shanachon. And the ball might run away from them, and Ballydonoghue will attack with Jack Behan. Jack Behan. Jack still with the ball, but loses possession. Free to Finuge. Foul on Dara McAsey. Free to Finuge. The ball with Jeremy McKenna. Jeremy McKenna Gets it over to Dara Shannon. Dara Shannon to Colin Walsh. Colin Walsh. But it might come to Micheál Gogarty. It does. And it's knocked away from him by Liam O'Brien. Still playing away. James Dunnigan. James Dunnigan. This is a tough game. James Dunnigan trying to get out of it. Still got the ball. Back to Micheál Gogarty. Micheál gets it across. It might come to Denny Power. Brian O'Shanachon. Ballydonoghue weather the storm. Brian O'Shanachon out to Jack Kennelly. Jack Kennelly. The flick didn't quite go where it intended. John Buckley's got it for Finuge. John Buckley to Niall Cullen, or was it Neelis Mackesy? Now the ball with Brian McAuliffe, and that's the free. That's the free to Finuge as we head for the 20th minute. 1-9 for Ballydonoghue. Finuge 1-5, 4 points in it. 10 minutes left. 10 minutes.
3 points or 4 points? 4. 10 minutes.
Quick free, quickly taken. And Jamie Gallivan, it has just gone wide. Just gone wide. 1-9 to 1-5. Kick out by Cian O'Mahony. 10 minutes left for Finuge to come back. And Ballydonoghue to hold on.
Get on tree, Liam.
Come on.
Cian O'Mahony kicks it out towards Brian O'Shanachon, and John Buckley, up they go, the ball breaks. Finuge dominant right now. Colin Walsh being tackled, and the ball breaks out, and Ballydonoghue might get it. Brown O'Neill, or it cut back to Denny Power, back to Brian O'Shanachon. Brian O'Shanachon to Dara Sheehy. You can hear the crowd as well as I can. As Jason Foley, a chance to maybe break up the field. Jason Foley using his speed. Will he kick a point? Yes, he does. From over 50 metres. Jason Foley. Might be a heartbreaker for Finuge. Well, we'll say nothing, but that was a great point. But Jason Foley going all the way up from his centre back position. Ballydonoghue now 1-10. Finuge 1-5. Maybe 21 minutes gone in the second half. 21 minutes, 9 to go. As Killian Fitzgerald prepares to kick out, Shane Conway now full forward for Finuge, and Jason Foley full back for Ballydonoghue. So Finuge will be hoping to get it in there to Shane. Ian and Jason, but the ball is away a long ways away from them now, and Jack Behan might be near it, but it comes to John Buckley, to Colin Walsh. Colin Walsh toes Brendan Anglin. The ball still breaks. Ballydonoghue maybe coming back into it again now. We're out of it there for a bit. Denny Power still tussling for it. Still with it. John Hennessy gives a free against them. Now Shane Conway will probably run for this. He does. Shane Conway tackled and fouled by Brown O'Neill. Finuge will probably try to manufacture a goal as they trail by 5. 1-10 to 1-5. 22 minutes gone. Shane Conway getting up after that tackle. Will they drop it in, or will they go for a point? We will see. John Buckley has the ball. 1-10 to 1-5 in the second half of the Bob Stack Memorial Cup, the Under-21 North Kerry Championship Final. And what's happening over there is something else. Well, if the free was taken, they'd have less time for arguing. John Hennessy pointing out where the free should be taken. I don't know what that hold up was about, but anyway. John Buckley kicks it back to Jeremy McKenna. Back to John Buckley. John Buckley. Back to Colin Sheehy. All the way out to Neelis Mackesy. Neelis looks towards the goals. High, great ball in, but it's just going to go wide. Good effort by Neelis Mackesy, but it went wide. Number 18 on for Finuge is Rory McAuliffe, if the programme is right. We hope it is. Killian Fitzgerald. We're doing our best without the scoreboard. Trying to watch the scores, the clock, the subs. Anyway, hopefully it'll be alright. As Cian Mahoney kicks it out, 110 to 1-5. Ball breaks. James Dunnigan. James bound on O'Neill. Ballydonoghue across the middle of the field. Round on will kick it down to Jack Kennedy. Jack Kennedy and Brian McAuliffe. And Brian McAuliffe wins this ball. Might be fouled. He is a free to Finuge. Free. That ball might be brought forward. And it is, or is it? No. Johnny lets it go. The ball with Colin Sheehy. Well with the ball. Crossing the 45-metre line and will drop it in. Cian O'Mahony is coming out. The ball will hop, but Cian will get there. Knocks it down to Micheál Gogarty. To Jack O'Connor. Jack O'Connor. Good to see him back playing after injury. Brian O'Shanachon. Ballydonoghue 110, Finuge 15. Brian O'Shanachon faced by 3 Finuge players. To Denny Power. Denny Power is tackled by John Buckley. John gets the ball. John about 30 metres out. Still going is John. Still going. That's a free in. It's a free in. Free in. 110 to 15. Finuge dominant in the last few minutes, but they still trail by 5 as it gets darkish here in Ballylongford. Dara Mackesy 4 points, Liam O'Brien a goal, and maybe Brendan Anglin. That's Finuge's 1-5. Ballydonoghue, Jack Kennedy 1-6, Brian Mason 1-7, Jack Bean 2 is 1-9, and Jason Foley 1-10. So we hope our score is right. 110 to 15. Free to Finuge. Dara Mackesy. Dara Mackesy as we approach the 25th minute. With the add to his total, he has already scored 4. 30 metres out, and now he has scored 5 as he has. Dara Mackesy. 110 for Ballydonoghue, 1-6 for Finuge. I'll give you the time in a minute. Bit more accurate. We'll see. 27 minutes gone. 3 minutes, not including injury time. As Cian O'Mahony will take the kick out. 110 for Ballydonoghue, 1-6 for Finuge. 4 points in it. 3 minutes plus injury time for Ballydonoghue to hold on, or Finuge to come back. Cian O'Mahony.
Come on, John! Come on against Finuge. Come on, John!
Cian kicks it out into the middle. Jason Foley might break it down, but it comes to number 18 for Finuge, to Shane Conway. Shane Conway inside the 45. Shane still with the ball. Beautiful run by Shane Conway. And Shane Conway over to Dara Mackesy. Dara Mackesy drops it in, dangerously in. Finuge have it, and it's Liam O'Brien, and Liam's shot goes wide. Number 18 for Finuge, Rory McAuliffe won that ball and got it in. Hard luck on Liam O'Brien, he got a goal in the first half, but that one went wide. Still 110 to 16, 28 minutes gone. 2 to go, and injury time maybe for one of these sides to take home the Bob Stack Memorial Cup. What a cup and what a name. Men with 6 All-Ireland medals. Midfield with Conbrosson. And that's the pitch where the senior final was played in a fortnight ago.
Gonna go and seize you, alright, John?
Kick out.
John!
Kick out by Cian O'Mahony. As Shane Conway is recovering. That was a good run by Shane Conway. Deserved the score maybe, but just didn't happen for Finuge. 110 to 16. Kick out by Cian O'Mahony. Kicks it long towards the middle of the field. Colin Walsh going for Brian O'Shanachon. Broken by Brian. Who's got it? And here is Colin Sheehy. Finuge give a chance. Colin Sheehy going right through. Great Finuge, and it's a free in. A free in, a point for Finuge here would leave a goal in it. John Hennessy writing down maybe Kevin O'Donnell's name there. And a black card for Kevin O'Donnell. We leave it to the referee, you'll see yourself. 110 to 16. Oh, Darren McAtee. That's straight over the bar, is it? It is. 1-7 to 1-7 to Finuge, 110 to Ballydonoghue. 3 points in it. As Cian Mahoney prepares to take the kick out. We're in the 30th minute. Whatever injury time John Hennessy will play now. A goal for Finuge would make a draw of it. Our possession vital for Ballydonoghue to hold on to their 3-point lead. It's Finuge have possession. They have it with number 5, Brian McAuliffe. Brian still with it. Gets it out to Gerard Stackpole. Gerard Stackpole away over there to Brian McAuliffe. To Darren McAtee. Back to Brian McAuliffe. Still making progress. Going right through. Swung around. He has a chance to kick it. But it's Ballydonoghue might. Or no, Finuge still have it. The ball with Brendan Anglin. Jason Foley trying to get out of it. He does. And Jack Foley kicks it to Danny Power. Ballydonoghue have a chance to break, and Jason Foley. Jason, will he use his speed to keep the ball at that end? Racing inside him is Danny Power. Jason still has it. Dara Sheehy. Dara looking towards the goals. A good kick, but it might go wide. It does. The pressure relieved on Ballydonoghue for the moment. As we're maybe 90, we're 1 minute into injury time. Or 2 minutes, sorry. 2 minutes into injury time. Killian Fitzgerald kicks it out to Colin Sheehy. The ball breaks behind him, but he still wins it. Finuge still on the attack with Neelis McAtee. 110 to 17. The second half of this North Kerry U21 Championship coming to an exciting close. Finuge will look for a goal with Shane Conway to John Buckley. John still going. John Buckley and still the ball with Neelis McAtee. Brian O'Shanachon blocks it out. And it's gone wide. Relief for Ballydonoghue. 110 to 17. Here in Ballylongford. As John Hennessy maybe in the 3rd minute of injury time now. Is he going to let the play go from this kick out? On camera as normal, Tim O'Connor. And me, Robert Bunyan, bringing you the commentary as 3 points separate the sides into the 4th minute of injury time. Finuge still have possession with Jeremy McKenna to Liam O'Brien. James Dunnigan comes across. Micheál Gogarty. And it's pulled on and out the field. Anywhere at all will do. It's over. Ballydonoghue win the North Kerry Championship 2018 under 21 for the Bobstack Cup. Hard luck on Finuge. 1-7 they scored, but Ballydonoghue got 1-10. Jack Kennedy might have got 1-6 of that score, but it was a tough game where every player was needed, and Ballydonoghue played the last 10 minutes with 14 men. And a black card for Kevin O'Donnell. So that's the story from Ballylongford. 1-10 to Ballydonoghue, 1-7 to Finuge. Hope you enjoyed the game. Brought to you by Tim O'Connor and me, Robert Bunyan. That's the story of the Under-21 North Kerry Championship Final 2018.
The loss, I suppose, the hurt from 2 weeks ago with your seniors, but you're going nowhere as far as football in North Kerry are concerned, because you have a very good young squad coming up again with this Under-21 team. Well done, Ballydonoghue. Pitch today is in good condition compared for all the water we've got the past week and 10 days. But well done, and thanks to Ballylongford. Thanks to our ref John Hennessy for doing the officiating and his crew. Well done, John. Thank you very much. And also to our sponsor, to Liam Guinea here, who sponsored the Under-21 now for a good few years. And I want to thank Liam for continued sponsorship. Thanks, Liam. podium to present the cup to the two captains of Ballydonoghue, Jack Foley and Dara Sheedy.
Smile. Still the press over the scene.
Neither of us wanted to talk here today, but I'll just say a few words. Just thanks to Ballydonoghue for the use of the field. It's not easy to get conditions right this time of year, but it's actually good conditions. Thanks to John Hennessy and his crew for reffing. It wasn't easy, it was tough. In fairness, Finuge, it's never going to be easy against them, they're tough. So it wasn't easy to ref, but fair play to them. Thank PJ, my own father and wife for managing us this year. Didn't easy get fellas, especially after 2 weeks ago, the last playing again the week after. It's not easy, and in fairness, they rang all of us actually the week before last, and everyone was here. I'd like to just thank the players as well. It's been a joy to play with this bunch of lads since we were under 8s, under 7s I'd say at that stage, and Mike Foley was over us. We've had some great, it's the best part of my life has been playing with these boys, so thanks to them, and just like thank Finuge for a great game. It was, 3 cheers for Finuge, great game. Alright, 3 cheers. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip.
Wow,